iPhone hours, we're just getting started.
Looking for cheap MT and Mutt 16 coin? Head on down to logger.com. If you haven't heard about Chino Hills, you need to go on YouTube and search him up, because this is the hottest team in high school basketball, the #1 team in the nation, featuring the best brothers in the nation, the Ball brothers. First, you got Alonzo Ball, who can take it to the rim. He can pass it, one of the best passers in the nation, and he is the #1 point guard in the class of 2016. Next, you have LiAngelo Ball. LiAngelo Ball, he can score in the post, he can score on the outside. He's just a scorer. He averaged 27 points a game this season. He's a junior, but he'll be following his brother's footsteps at UCLA. And lastly, you got little brother LaMelo, a 9th grader. This guy, he's small, but he plays with a lot of heart, and he's following in his brother's footsteps as well, as he'll be going to UCLA, and he's got a lot of potential. But can that team, Chino Hills, beat LeBron James and his guys at St. Vincent St. Mary? Now, if you don't know, when LeBron James was in high school, he had one of the best teams too. His team almost went undefeated. I think they might have went undefeated, but they were a great team, featuring the Fab Five, he calls it, with Sean Cotton, Willie Mcgee, Romeo Travis, and Jude Joyce. I mean, those five together played with so much chemistry, and if you watch the documentary more than a game, you can see why they had that record. So, in this episode, we will see, putting those two teams together, who will come out on top and gain the title of the best high school basketball team ever. So, get your popcorn ready, and let's get into it. Now, before we get into the gameplay, I felt as though I needed to show you the ratings. Now, these ratings are based on high school, so these are high school ratings, so please take them with a grain of salt. So, obviously, Lonzo Ball, he's a baller. He's a 91. LiAngelo Ball, he can score in a variety of ways, so I gave him 83. LaMelo Ball, he's a budding star. Their father says he might be the best, so I gave him an 82. Eli Scott's an incredible athlete, 78. Okongwu, a 76. And Cameron Shelton with a 75. And Andre Ball, the worst on the team, with a 72. So these teams are only 7 apiece. And LeBron James, I give him a 98 because he was such a beast in high school. And Romeo Travis is an 80. I mean, he was the second best on that team. Drew Joyce was the third best, 79. So Sean Cotton, I think he's a little overrated on that team at a 76 because he was not that good at all. I think I should have gave him like a 65 or something. Willie Mcgee, he was pretty good, but he lost his starting job to this guy right here, Corey Jones, who's a 75. I gave him a 75 because I gave Brandon Weems that rating because he's not the greatest, but he's a great shooter. So without further ado, let's introduce the starters from St. Vincent and St. Mary. And first, we got Corey Jones, the shooting guard. And next, at the power forward position, we got Sean Cotton. And also, playing point guard, you guys know him, the Mighty Mouse, Drew Joyce III. And at the other forward spot, we got big man Romeo Travis. And last but certainly not least, the king himself, the chosen one, Bron. So as you guys know, this is gonna be a really crazy game. These teams, they have two different tempos. Look, Chino Hills, they go up and down the court, you know. They get the ball. They have that like 10-second offense, all right? They're gonna get their shot, and already coming out of the gates, LeBron tries to take it to the rim, and he misses. But for St. Vincent St. Mary, they're like a more of a give the ball to LeBron and set some back picks, make it happen. LeBron's gonna make something happen. But for the Chino Hills, they got a lot of weapons. Lonzo Ball, one of them. Eli Scott, one of them. LiAngelo Ball, one of it. And also, little brother LaMelo. But right now, this game is pretty much a stalemate as there's been turnovers and missed shots. So we're just waiting for that first team to score. And LeBron gets that bucket to go. So the score is knotted up 2 apiece. And LeBron has the ball. He got a pick from Romeo Travis. And LaMelo's trying to guard he was trying to guard LeBron James. That's not a good look for him. But LaMelo pushing in transition gets the layup to go. Now LaMelo, that's the heart. That is hard. Now I try to get the faces and stuff as accurate as possible, so please do not butcher me in the comments. And Corey Jones setting up for a jump shot, knocks it down. So also another question you guys might ask is why Willie McGee's not starting. Well, in real life, Willie McGee got replaced by Corey Jones, so I just had to replicate that in real life. And already Lonzo Ball, the senior, the superstar on the team, gets that bucket to go. But LeBron, so he's going to be going to the line, and he knocks down his first free throw. So that makes it a 7-6 ball game. The Irish have the ball. LeBron he's just going to shoot it, and he's just going to knock it down. You can't leave. You can't leave the chosen one open like that. But you know, Chino Hills, they're a score first, play defense later type of team. And team just can't keep up with that. Alright, this team, their stamina is out of this world because they just run up and down the court scoring 100 points a game. Like, that's literally unheard of. And yet they do it consistently. And look at LiAngelo knocking down a shot. So the Huskies are down right now 12-13. But they're starting to catch fire. But you can't leave Bron open like that, because that's what's going to happen. So the Irish go up 16-12. But Lonzo Ball pushing in transition goes up high for that layup and gets the bucket to go as he gets the N1. And LiAngelo, don't forget about him. He's got some explosiveness to his game. He even said in an interview that he wants to be the next Russell Westbrook, and he might show you. I mean, he's got the build of Zach LaVine. All right, and we all know how explosive Zach LaVine is. Now, Zach LaVine is not really a true point guard, but Lonzo Ball is a really good point guard, and I can't wait to see what he does at UCLA. But as for now, the Huskies, they are up 17-6 as the first quarter ends. So we go into the second quarter action. LiAngelo Ball gets the rebound, and too many balls to remember. Lonzo Ball gets the layup to go in transition, making a 19-17 ball game. So LaMelo has the ball. He's going to pass to Eli Scott, who gets the bucket to go. And don't forget about Eli Scott. He jumps out of the gym. He is crazy athletic, and he just gets buckets. But that is a bucket by Romeo Travis. Romeo Travis, he did play D1, and he did play in the EuroLeague. Oh my God. I was just talking about him, folks. Eli Scott with the thunderous slam to put the Huskies up 23-21. But Bron, he's not going away. He's trying to put the team on his back. I mean, I don't think that's the best thing to do, because you can't run with the Huskies. You can't run with them. So you got to get other people involved. And you guys see, Andre Ball, another ball, gets a bucket. So all the balls have scored so far. And LiAngelo pushing in transition, is just going to pull up on the kid. And he knocks it down, putting his team up by 4. And it's just crazy how all these guys can score effortlessly. Like, look, he just pulls up, knocks down a jumper. Unbelievable. The Huskies, that's why I think they are the best high school basketball team to ever do it. And they're a public school. They're a public school. So with the seconds winding down in the second quarter, the Huskies up by 6. LeBron trying to bring it down the court, and he's just going to have to pull up on Eli Scott, and that's not going to go down. So as we go into halftime, the Huskies are leading 31-25, and look at the smirk on LiAngelo's face. He can tell that this game is running away from the Cavs. Now, I'm telling you, the Cavs cannot run with this team. Not the Cavs. I can't believe I said the Cavs. The Irish cannot run. They cannot run with the Huskies. The Huskies are too fast-paced. They got a bunch of shooters, and the Irish, they do have shooters, but LeBron James, he's the primary ball handler. And when LeBron James is the primary ball handler, then you're not going to get a lot of action out of the other teammates. But, I mean, the Huskies are also very explosive, as you see right there. And they're really running away with this game. The Irish really have to do something. As Onyeka Okongwu misses that layup, the Irish are pushing in transition, and Drew Joyce gets blocked, but Cameron Shelton did commit the foul, so Drew Joyce will make his first free throw. Drew Joyce, he's a baller. He's a baller too. I remember when he was 5'2". He was 5'2" as like a sophomore. Made 7 straight threes. Unbelievable. He's a good player as well. And Andre Ball knocking down a 3. Don't forget about the 4th ball. He's not a brother, but he is their cousin, and he's a baller too. I mean, the balls are ballers. Yeah, come on now. And Lonzo Ball. He's just very acrobatic. I gave him that badge for a reason because I seen him play. I watched like about 20 videos on Chino Hills, and these guys can flat out play. And Lonzo Ball in transition. He's gonna pass it though. Unselfish play. That is what the Huskies are all about, and that's why Lonzo Ball is such a great point guard, because he's unselfish. I think in the All-American game, McDonald's All-American game, he had about 13 assists but no points. That's unheard of. That is unheard of. 13 assists? That's like kind of like Rondo. And Onyeka Okongwu, the tallest guy on the court, gets that layup to go. Onyeka Okongwu standing at 6'9". He's actually ranked in the ESPN Top 25 for the freshmen, and he's pretty good. I think LaMelo should be in there as well, but hey, ESPN, they don't have the greatest ratings. I mean, they rate Andre Ball higher than LiAngelo, but if you watch the tapes, LiAngelo's better than Andre Ball. But that's neither here nor there. So you guys see the Huskies up, and Lonzo in transition gets the dunk to go down, and that puts the Huskies up by 11 points, and the Irish are getting ran out of their gymnasium right now. They got to do something fast. So Romeo Travers bringing up the ball. Corey Jones open for 3. Does not get it to go as LaMelo controls the rebound. He's pushing, and he's going to pass to his brother LiAngelo for 3. Even when he's cold, he can still get hot. LiAngelo has the rock, passes it to Lonzo. Lonzo pump fakes, but he's still gonna shoot it. See, Drew Joyce is too short. He can't guard Lonzo. He can't. He just can't. Alright, so Sheon Cotton, he's going to pull up for the jumper. He makes it. Sheon Cotton's not that good. And, you know, 2K's creator system is not that great. I wanted to make him fat, but, you know, 2K, you can't really make a guy fat. Can't really make a guy uber muscular, and that's a problem with this game. They really need to fix that. I don't know if they fixed that for NBA 2K17, but they should. So, you guys see that the Irish, they are down by 9 points as Corey Jones makes that jump shot, and LeBron has the ball. LeBron tried to do a Magic Johnson pass as he used to do in high school, but he just couldn't thread the needle, and that's going to be Lonzo Ball getting the layup to go in transition. So Lonzo Ball has it once again, and he's gonna rise up. He is gonna rise up as he dunks that down in transition, putting the Huskies up by 12 points. But Corey Jones pulls up, and he knocks down a shot, and Corey Jones is playing really good this game. I mean, LeBron, when he's getting doubled, he doesn't always pass it, but when he does, Corey Jones is always there to get the jumper. And LiAngelo Ball pushing in transition gets that layup to go. But the thing about the Irish is that they rely on LeBron a lot. These Huskies, if one person is not hot, they got a lot of options, and that is what's good about their team. Even though that both these teams are not very deep, the Huskies just have more depth if you think about it, because they got a lot of guys who can contribute. And that's Drew Joyce getting the layup right there. So Eli Scott's going to kick it to Andre Ball. Andre Ball to LiAngelo. LiAngelo's going to dribble around his defender. Pass it to LaMelo. LaMelo to Eli. And Eli gets it to go. And this one is out of reach for the Irish. And they are going to lose this game. And by a pretty good amount, as the Huskies, they just put on a show, and that's what they usually do. Once it's the second half, they run the teams out the gym. The other team just can't catch up anymore, and that's what they did today. I mean, in real life, the Huskies had a few close games, but that's about it. And you guys see LeBron still had a pretty good performance. Corey Jones was the best contributor. Romeo Travers, he didn't come out to play today. Drew Joyce, he ain't come out to play today. You know, it happens. It happens. If you want to do this, you should do it on your own. Take this game with a grain of salt, okay? Try this out for yourself. So, Onyeka Okongwu, he did pretty good. 7 rebounds, you know, solid contribution. Lonzo Ball did pretty good. I mean, LaMelo, he did pretty good with 9 assists. And Andre Ball with 7 points. Eli Scott with 8 points, doing his thing out there. And you guys know LiAngelo. LiAngelo had 12, and Lonzo Ball led the way. So anyway, this has been a J-Rob video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.